The steel pan is the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago, the southernmost island in the Caribbean. Created from oil drums, the melodic percussion instruments have a sweet sound that many associate with the tropical islands. Though the specific origins of this instrument is a mystery, but their presence around the world is growing with each day. In the UK, London alone, there are a lot of bands, and we will delve deeper into one of the lesser spoken about founding members of one of the early steel bands in this country, Randolph Baptiste. Randolph Baptiste was born January 11, 1938 in Claxton Bay, Trinidad and Tobago, into a musical family, picking up the guitar, clarinet and piano when he was young. This meant that he was able to gain a very musically aware brain, being able to recognize and pick up melodies fast. Steel bands started forming after the Second World War, and Randolph joined Kentucky Stars in 1950 with his cousins, in which he quickly became a leading member of, helping to recruit new members as older ones left. The group changed its name and became Central Ebonites, and Randolph became the leader of the group. They played at various events through Trinidad. In 1958, Randolph left Central Ebonites and moved over to San Fernando, joining one of the most famous steel bands at the time, Sundowners. He took part in many more festivals and ended up being on a documentary called 18 on Steel. In 1966, he became the leader of the Sundowners and took the group to the Panorama Finals in Trinidad that year. He performed in 2 more Panoramas after that before coming to England. In the 1960s, England called upon the Commonwealth to do national service jobs such as nursing and in public transport, so Randolph came to England then. He had no initial intent to play the steel pan again. But some fellow West Indians were wanting to set up their own steel band up in England, but were short of a pan tuner and arranger, so they came to Randolph for the job. He then began to perform with them, and at one of the performances he met some other people that were also trying to make their own steel orchestra. That meeting would result in the formation of Ebony Steel Orchestra. Ebony performed at many events and quickly became a household name for steel orchestras in the UK. After a good 13 years with Ebony, in 1983, Randolph left and created a new steel orchestra named Stardust. After coming to England, he saw that many of the youth were just hanging around doing nothing with their lives. So he decided for them to do something with them instead. Something proactive and collaborative like being in a steel band. During this time, Randolph got married and had 3 children. Rhonda, born in 1971, Adrian, born in 1973, and Tara, born in 1977. All of them were involved with steel pan and carnival from birth, and both Tara and Adrian continue to play steel pan. While the eldest child, Rhonda, went on to making costumes, also under the helpful wing of her father, making Randolph quite well known around the country for being the only steel pan arranger that also designed and made costumes for their own mass band. He also worked in schools and as a music teacher, teaching steel pan to the students. In an interview with Pan Podium, he told them, "I've taught more than 2,000 individuals to play the steel pan and have given some of them the opportunity to experience their cultural heritage. I'm sure that the children of different nationalities and backgrounds are also experiencing the ingenuity and artistic accomplishment of the creation of this wonderful instrument, the steel pan, which is so widely recognized as an invention of Trinidad and Tobago. All the children I have taught in school are representative of this country's racial diversity and ethos of the school. My band follows the same example." He unfortunately passed away on August 13, 2003, only 10 days before the carnival season that year, leaving his children busy at work and his first grandchild, who was only 2.5 years old at the time. Since then, Stardust has been through a lot of hardships, but also a lot of successes. Stardust recently joined Best Youth Steel Band on the Road in the BAS Awards 2018, making it Stardust's first Notting Hill Carnival Award. All of Rhonda's children, Randolph's grandchildren, are also involved in the carnival process. His eldest granddaughter, that was born before Randolph's passing, started playing pan in Stardust in 2012, aged 11, continuing his pan legacy onto a 3rd generation, already taking part in several performances and competitions with the band from a young age. Stardust now has a lot of very new young members, leaving a promising future for steel pan. Randolph's effect on the many people around him has carried on for so long, carrying down generations into the minds of younger people and to many new people. Him, amongst other pioneers, helped build what steel pan is in this country today. I just hope that people remember him and his talent, his influence on the people around him, and how he has changed the lives of many, even though he has passed away quite a long time ago now. Randolph is indeed my own grandfather, and I wanted to tell this story to you all so that his legacy can live on, being such a talented man and helping many people. I feel a great connection to him, although he was only in my life for 2.5 years. A personal message to anyone watching outside of the pan world is to see the wonders of steel pan. I know that Carnival mainly focuses on the costumes, which are amazing, but don't forget or try to erase the fact and the culture that is steel pan. Being part of a steel orchestra really makes you feel part of a family once you get to know other people that play. It's its own community and it needs to be celebrated more. I'm sure my grandfather would want that too. Thank you.